That's who we become. Take your shot. Take your shot. Let's go. Yes. Let's go. Yes. Let's go. Share. 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 Be right back. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Share. Share. Great morning, Facebook. Great morning, Instagram. Great morning, YouTube, LinkedIn. Great morning. Let's go ahead and give the man upstairs an amazing shout out for waking us up this morning, giving us life, giving us energy, and giving us the chance to do it all over again. Just to give us that whole opportunity to fix what we messed up on yesterday. We got a whole new day to correct it, to go strong, to go hard. Last night I had to do a training call, and I had to do some research. And because of the team that I'm on, we're diamonds. And other teams don't even really matter, and I'm going to tell you why. Because the other teams are platinum and the other teams are gold. And you can't have one or the other without having us, diamonds. So if you are on the diamond team, go ahead and drop your diamonds. And for those of you that are not on the diamond team, I want to go ahead and share. Oh, please stop posting that platinum stuff, please. No, just kidding. I know y'all want to support y'all team. But I want to go ahead and share some information about a diamond, that I did my research on, because when I read it, it almost made me want to cry, because it was like, damn, my birthstone is a diamond. So, of course, I wasn't going to gold and I wasn't going to the platinum team. I go where, it represents me. And I see everybody dropping their diamonds over here. And when I went and did my research, because, we hear pressure bust pipes when it comes down to being a diamond. And that's the topic for today, diamond. So y'all know I'm not just talking. And I left that up from last night because I said I believe that this is a good speech, or whatever you want to call it, to where I need to express this to so many other individuals. So let me go ahead and give y'all some information about diamonds for those of you that were not on the call. So it states here, it says, diamonds are formed deep within the earth, about 100 miles or so below the surface in the upper mantle. Obviously, in that part of the earth, it's very hot. There's a lot of pressure. The weight of the overlaying rock bearing down. So that combination of high temperature and high pressure is what is necessary to grow diamond crystals in the earth. As far as we know, all diamonds that formed in the earth formed under those kinds of conditions. And of course, that's a part of the earth we can't directly sample. I'm going to say that again. That's a part of the earth we can't directly sample. We don't have any way of drilling to that depth or any other way of traveling down to that upper mantle of the earth. You can't even get there if you try. They can't even drill there if they wanted to. So this is why it's so hard to find us, diamonds, you, diamond. And watch this. Diamonds are made of carbon, so they form as carbon atoms under a high temperature and pressure. They bond together to start growing crystals. I'm going to say this again. They bond together to start putting crystals together. Guys, listen to this. Teamwork makes the dream work. Teamwork makes the dream work. Teamwork makes the dream work. Listen to me, y'all. I'm going somewhere with this, and I'm about to go somewhere really, really deep. Y'all got to understand. First of all, you can't get there if you try. You can't drill there. It's built under heat and pressure. So what happens when you start going through different scenarios in your life? You're going through different situations in your life, and you realizing that this is getting too hard. This is where the diamond is being formed at. This is where the crystals are coming together. This is where the teamwork kicks in at. Because now you're feeling like something is difficult. You're feeling like you're at that point to where you got to go over that mountain. You're feeling like you got to go over the edge to get to the other side. You're feeling like you got to do so much to make it happen. You feeling like you got to fight. So now you fighting to get whatever it is that you want. And then that's when the diamond is made. But listen to this. It says they bond together to start growing crystals. Because of the temperature and the pressure under these conditions, carbon atoms will bond to each other in this very strong type of bonding where each carbon atom is bonded to 4 other carbon atoms. That's why a diamond is such a hard material, because you have each carbon atom participating in 4 of these very strong covalent bonds that form between carbon atoms. Man, y'all got to listen to this. There is no gold that you will see too much without diamonds. There is no platinum that you will see without a diamond. The diamond is what makes you shine. The diamond is what makes it glisten. The diamond is what gives that pizzazz. The diamond is the one that gives the final touches to everything. So to every diamond, and I'm not just talking about the diamond that's in the groups that we have participating on the challenge. I'm talking to the people that really see themselves as a diamond, not a Cuban zirconia, somebody that knows exactly who they are. Do you know who you are? Do you know where you came from? You came from the struggle. You came from the bottom. Listen to what they said. You can't even drill to the bottom where I was. You can't even go there if you tried to go and walk in my shoes to where I was. Only thing I can do is tell you how rough it was and what I had to do to get out of that place. So I know that I'm a diamond, and whatever your story is and wherever you come from, I probably couldn't even relate. But look at you, you did it. You came out of it. You manifested and saw something bigger. You manifested and saw your future before you, and you made it happen. You made it happen. So I say to all my diamonds, never, ever, ever let anything break you. And if you're a real diamond, they can't break you. That means that you're going to keep continuing to go hard. That means you're going to keep continuing to fight for what you believe. That means that you're going to keep continuing to go on and on to be an example for somebody else that is watching you. How many people are watching you on your journey? How many people are watching you on your journey right now, seeing you where you are? See, a lot of times, this was me. And I remember Stormy was telling me this. I remember I wanted to do a photo shoot before when I first started doing TLC. And I was telling her, I was like, yeah, I want to get on a jet. And I want to do this and I want to do that and da-da-da-da-da. And she was like, no, Reggie, you can't just jump out there and go get on a jet. People got to see your journey. People got to see where you start from. They got to see where you were and where you're going and where you landed. See, now I can go get on the jet. Now I can go take those pictures there because that's the reality of where I am in life. But back then I was faking. I wasn't really at no jet place. I wasn't at a place to where I could just go take some pictures and be on a jet and then that's my reality because I'm getting off a jet. And then now I'm going back to poverty and I'm going back to still trying to figure out, what is personal development. I didn't even know what personal development was. So how am I going to be hopping off of a jet? See, it's levels to everything that we do. You have to make it to that level. You have to crawl to that level. You have to take the stairs to that level because taking the elevator to that level, you might not appreciate the success. You might not appreciate all the success that is around you and wrapped all over you when you take the elevator. Taking the steps is going to make you fall a little bit. Taking the steps is going to make you tired a little bit. Taking the steps is going to, want to slow you down a little bit. And you're going to want to feel like you want to quit. And taking the steps is going to make you make a decision. Do I want to go all the way back down or do I want to continue this fight? And then you can get off at any floor and you can take the elevator down. You can take the elevator back down if you want to. But you know what I said? They could see me at the top or from the top because the bottom is too crowded. The bottom is too crowded. I don't want to be down there. I want to be up there. I want to be up sitting real high so that I can look over and look and see how far I've come. I don't want to look down at everybody who's just talking about they want to go to their next level because that's usually who you see at the bottom. Everybody's saying, oh, I'm going to do this. Oh, I'm going to do that. Yeah. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. You see them 2 years later, they still saying the same damn thing. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Now you don't realize something. You done started saying to yourself, you saying, you know what? I got to stop surrounding myself around these kind of people that just do a whole bunch of talking. I got to start surrounding myself around eagles, around real eagles. And tomorrow, I believe the topic is going to be on eagles because I really want y'all to hear how an eagle is formed. So we're about to get ready to get into the show. I'm super excited about today. I'm super excited because I made an acronym of what a diamond is to me. And y'all can write down this acronym that I created. And then we're going to get into the questions and answers. Make sure y'all drop those questions inside of the box. Drop those questions inside of the box. All right. So now D stands for determined. How determined are you? How determined are you? Tonio, what's up? Tony, what's good? I is for iconic. A is for affirmations. M is for matchless. O is for omnipotent. N is for numberless. D is for dedicated. I'm going to say that again. D is for determined. I is for iconic. A is for affirmations. When you speak life over yourself every day. What do you believe? How far you want to go? How far are you going to grow? How far are you really going to go to your next level? What energy and effort are you going to put in to make it happen? That's what the A is for. A is for affirmation. M is for matchless. When I did my research and I said matchless, I never even heard of that word before. I didn't even think it was a real word. Matchless? Guess what that means? For those of you who were sitting just like me, like saying, I don't know what that is, but you probably won't even be the person to say that you ain't know what it was. But let me tell you a new word, matchless. Exceedingly good. Enough to be unparalleled or unchallenged. Enough to be unparalleled or unchallenged. That means they can't even challenge you if they try. You are matchless. Match me how? There's no matching in me. There's no matching in you. Nobody can't be who you are when you're who you are and not trying to be somebody else. I am matchless. I am matchless. So now I have a new word to add to my affirmations. Match me where? Match me how? That's the same kind of energy you have to have about yourself. Match you how? They can't walk in your shoes. They can't even go where you been. They can't go where you been. Yeah, come on, man. Omnipotent. Someone or something that's all powerful. How powerful are you? Do you just say that you're powerful? Or do you really know and believe that you are powerful? Do you just sit there and just dream of things and never put the actions in? Or do you dream of it and then you make it your reality? Omnipotent, powerful, powerful, powerful. Numberless, N for numberless. That means that when you start learning the possibilities of the money that you can make, your bank account can be numberless. That means that it can go on and on and on and on and on. See, when I started learning personal development and I started listening to all of those books and the audio books, because I don't be reading. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I ain't got time to read. I be listening to the books, doing whatever it is that I'm doing. I could be doing total life changes. I could be responding to an email, but I'm listening to the books at the same time, programming myself. Program yourself. Stop programming yourself with some of the bullshit and program yourself with something that's going to take you to the next level. Now, it's okay to go have a good time. It's okay to listen to rap music. It's okay to listen to trap music. I listen to all of that. But see, it's about what goes on in the dark. And in the dark, I'm always listening to some self-motivation shit. I'm always doing some researches about some islands and some places where I want to go, where I'm going. I want to go, I'm going. You understand what I'm saying? So it's about programming yourself, your belief from what we've been taught, because a lot of the shit that we've been taught is crazy as fuck. I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't know who to be upset about with Santa Claus. I don't know who to be upset about the damn Tooth Fairy. For what? Them lies are for what? I don't know who to be upset about when it comes to Cinderella, thinking that she's going to put on this fucking shoe and turn into somebody else. No, I don't know what to believe. So now that I've opened up myself and allowed my third eye to give me truth, to give me the truth, to lead me and to guide me. Now I know that I can have anything that I put my mind to. I know that I can have anything that I say that I want. I know that I can have anything if I believe. See, that's what there we go again, is because it goes breaking down into if you really truly believe. Some of us don't really believe. Look at me. Just look at me. God made a muse of me. He made me become the alcoholic. He made me become the drug addict. He put me in jail. He gave me DUIs. He gave me all of these different things to put me down at the bottom so people could see me crawl out of the mud. He wanted to use me to show other people what happens when you truly believe. Dedicated. Anything that I put my mind to, anything that I really put my mind to, I'm dedicated to it. I'm dedicated to all of my friendships. I'm dedicated to all of my relationships. I'm dedicated to all of my goals. I'm dedicated to all of my plans. I'm dedicated to my business. I'm dedicated to my products. I'm dedicated. You can't have one foot in and the other foot out. See, because here we go right here. Let me give you an example. She all right. I like her. That ain't me. I either fuck with you or I don't. I'm dedicated. I don't have time to play the in-between games with anybody or anything. Because if I'm confused, that means it's a no. If I'm confused, that means it's a no. And we have to start recognizing and realizing at the same time that if you are confused, it's a no. Because you know when it's a yes. You know when it's a yes. You know that already. You can feel it in your body. You can feel it in your mind. You can feel it in your heart. You can feel it in your feet. You can feel it in your hands. Yes. And you can answer with confidence. Yes, this is it. Yes, this is it. Yes, this is it. You know, you know when they taught us how to take the test in school, they said this is one of the tricks they taught us while taking the test at school. They say never stay too long on a problem that you don't know. Skip it. Skip it, because you could be taking too much time on that one question that is going to hold you up from the whole test. So I remember that from me being young, and I still use that with today's issues or problems or situations. If I look, when in doubt, do without. When in doubt, do without. When you give me mixed signals, it's a no. I already know it's a no. You just don't know how to confess and say it with your mouth that it's a no. See, that's the thing too. We gotta start understanding that everybody ain't gonna be like us. Everybody ain't gonna know how to break shit down the way that you would. Everybody ain't gonna be able to tell you no, I'm good. They'll rather not say anything. They'll rather not respond to you. They'll rather not send a text back. They'll rather read your message and then leave it on red. It's not that they're hurting you. It's because they have difficult problems with themselves. They don't know how to express themselves. They have situation problems. And see, you got to understand and learn when to recognize that it's the other person and it ain't you. You got to learn and understand that it's the other person and it ain't you. Especially, here we go. And we're going to jump into them questions. Especially when you know that you have a good heart, especially when you know that you have a great spirit, especially when you know that everything that you did or the energy that you put out was with good intent. So I want you to understand that. Yes. Great morning! No, you're not the only one here, sir. We're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, everywhere. You're just the only one there. Somebody is saying, are they the only one here? That would be nice. That was years ago when it was just the only one there. I'm just new to YouTube, so this is going to grow too. Share with your friends, get them on. Appreciate you. Thank you. You make me look good when you leave all of those comments. Let's go. Get into this first question right here. This lady's been waiting for 20 minutes. She says, can you sign people up without using their social security number if they only want to use products? Well, why would you be signing them up if they only wanted to use products? If they only want to use products, that means that they are a preferred customer. And if they're using to be a preferred customer, then that means that they're not trying to be a distributor. Only time you will need their social is when they want to be a distributor. When they decide that they want to become a distributor, then all they have to do is click the upgrade link inside of their customer's profile, and their account will then go from customer to distributor. Okay. And then they can enter their information. So that's a question with that. Yes. Okay. Somebody is so nice and cute. I got somebody that wants my attention. What strategies you use to keep attracting quality people? All right. Well, so listen. In order to attract quality people, you got to be quality. You have to be representation of the person that you're trying to attract to come inside of your business. You have to possess all of those things that you want from that person, because quality will attract quality. Mess will attract mess. Flies will attract shit. Shit will attract flies. Same thing. Just think about it. So you got to understand that the energy that you put out, it is going to be the energy that's going to return to you. So you got to make sure that you understand that. I got somebody wanting to go live. Let's see who's this. Who wants to go live this morning? Great morning! Talk to me.
Coach, you were talking about the 4 agreements.
Wait, yo, wait.
The first agreement.
Wait, your internet turned into McDonald's Wi-Fi.
Okay.
So now you good. So now we can hear you.
Okay. All right. Do you think that the first agreement, be impeccable with your word? I know it means be truthful and honest and speak truth, but do you also think it means make sure you are speaking positivity into your life because your word is your truth, right?
Ask me that question again. Ask me that question one more time.
So in the 4 agreements, it talks about be impeccable with your word. That's the first agreement.
Right.
And be impeccable with your word, we automatically think it means be truthful, be honest, and all of that.
Right.
But do you think that it can mean make sure you're speaking and manifesting into your own life because your word is your truth? What do you think about that?
I agree with that. I think that that's being impeccable with your word, because if you're speaking certain things and saying that you're powerful and you're strong, be impeccable with it. Show that you're strong and show that you're powerful. Show that what you're talking about. Basically like saying practice what you preach.
Right. Okay.
Practice what you.
To make sure I was on the right track with that, because I know it does mean be truthful and honest and speak truth, but I think it also means, coming back to yourself, speaking positivity into your life and making sure you are manifesting the reality that you want, and not just saying it, doing it too.
Absolutely. I agree. Yes.
Edification to you, Coach. I love you so much.
Thank you.
I hope you're doing well.
I am. I'm doing awesome and amazing.
Hey, I'm winning $100 Friday.
Let's see. Hey, I'm gonna be giving not just $100. I'm gonna be giving away $100, but I'm also gonna be probably giving away like $400 worth of products too away.
Oh, I'll take that too.
So,
I'll take all that.
All right. Well, let's get it.
I'm impeccable with my word. I'm taking all that.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. Yeah. Bye. Get out. Bye. So this is how you know that the show is starting to get good. I got somebody that's begging for my attention right now. And see, the thing is that remember we were talking with Miss D, and I said that Miss D, sometimes you just got to let people do what they're going to do. They're going to do it regardless, because you don't know what energy a person has woke up on, or where they're from in their part of life, or what their whole intent is. And this person is saying stuff like, such and such, such and such. And I'm ignoring. But I got the thing up on the page. But the thing is that things are going to come. You just got to be prepared for when they come. And you got to learn how to have tunnel vision. You got to learn to have good tunnel vision, because when the distractions come and you don't know how to handle those things, you can tilt and fall over. You can literally tilt and fall over. I need to see some more questions down in the box. Let me get some more questions down in the box so I can figure out if you guys understand on how to build this business from home. Look at this picture right here. I don't know if Stormy ever told y'all about this, but this is the picture. This is me in the 9th grade. Look at this. Do you see that? This is me in the 9th grade. In the 9th grade, I'm wearing a Versace shirt and Versace glasses Y'all don't laugh at me. That shirt was $1,500 in the ninth grade, and them glasses was probably like $500 and something dollars. But when I looked at it, I said to myself, I said, damn. And I looked at this other one, my other yearbook picture, that's also a Versace shirt and a Versace vest. And I was thinking about, I was like, where was I in my life? What was I doing? And let me tell you what I was doing actually. Because I remember I was programming myself with Notorious Big. Everything, rappers are mentors. Rappers, that's why you got to be careful of the rapper that you listen to. Like, I'm not about to listen to a rapper that I know doesn't have what they say that they're talking about. I want to listen to a rapper that can expand my mind and take me to another place. And there's only probably about two of them that I've been listening to that I use for mentorship out of the things that they say. And y'all probably won't even know. One of them is Drake. I listen to Drake and I listen to the things that he says because he speaks to everybody. He knows how to speak to everybody. And when you're a mentor, you have to learn how to speak to everybody. You got to get people in learning school situations, and he teaches. And then I also listen to Yo Gotti. Yo Gotti teaches how he became an entrepreneur, how he takes care of his family, his beliefs. You got to listen really, really good. It's not always about the hip hop songs that we listen to on the radio. You got to dig into it. J. Cole is good too. He speaks those facts. You know what I'm saying? So that's the kind of information that I'm seeking when I'm listening to other people's music. I'm not always listening to what y'all thinking I'm listening to. You understand? So Drake, I was listening to, at this time, in this time of my life right here, I was listening to Notorious Big. And Notorious Big was talking about Versace. He was talking about, getting money. He was talking about, a whole bunch of stuff that had me motivated and inspired to be greater, to be better. I like the way that he flipped his words. I like that, all of his punchlines, everything. It was just like, damn. Him and Tupac, both of them. Tupac was ready to go to war. Tupac was ready to shoot up some shit, but Tupac would talk his black pride stuff, and he would, so it was like I listened to both, but I was more leaning towards Biggie because Biggie was like fun with it. Tupac was real serious. I like to have fun. Tupac wanted to wear a bandana. Biggie wanted to get dressed up. I wanted to be dressed up. Biggie wanted to be that fly guy. I wanted to be that fly guy. So at the same token, I had to learn, and he was my mentor. And then, what the crazy part about it was? I'll never forget this. I'll never forget that day. This is how I felt like I was special, or I had this gift, or I was always surrounded by the right people. I'll never forget the day that Notorious Big called my house. And y'all think I'm lying. He was actually dating my god sister. And while he was dating her, she beeped him from my house. And I had my own line, my own private line. And she didn't make a big scene about it, that she was dating him. And it was just like, she just said, if somebody called, answer the phone. Because I beeped somebody, and she didn't go like, and if you know the research, you've asked a lot of people who know. So anyway, long story short, I get a phone call, and I answer the phone, and it was like somebody beeped Chris. I was like, who the fuck is Chris? Like that, and I said, did you beep somebody named Chris? And then so she was like, yeah, give me the phone. So she started talking to this guy, whoever Chris was, blah blah blah. They talking, yeah, the beeper. So then they talking or whatever. She hung up. She was like, you know who that was, right? And I was like, who? She was like, that was Notorious Big. And I was like, no, his name ain't no Chris. And I just went. At that time, we didn't have Google and all of that stuff. And then it was just like, I had to figure out if his name was really Chris, and come to find out it was him. We ended up going to a concert with him in Jacksonville, and we went backstage, and I got to meet him, you know, real cool dude. And yeah. And I was wondering where she was getting all these Chanel bags from. And it was from him the whole time. But that's a whole nother story. We'll get into that later. But let me go ahead and drop into these questions right here. Reggie, you are absolutely fucking amazing. Thank you. Yes. Yes. See, people don't understand why we scream or why I scream on this show, because they don't realize when you transfer great energy that it goes to them. Some people will look at it like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And then they will not receive it because they're always mad. They're always angry. They're always frustrated. So you got to learn the difference of who to transfer your energy to and who can't receive your energy. Okay? So let me just leave it at that. Let me get to another question. Hold on. Where did you work at that time? $1,500 shirt? Shh. I didn't work anywhere. I was the Miami's, one of Miami's top boosters. I would go and shoplift and steal the best of the best. And actually the girl, that's so funny. My god sister is the one that taught me how to do it. She taught me how to do it. She was like, and I'll never forget, I was in Jacksonville and I flew back home after she had gave me my whole class on what I needed to do. And I went home and I know the first store that I went to go get some polo stuff. I'll never forget this. And I went inside of the dressing room. I think it was at 163rd Street Mall back in the day when they had bird eyes. And it was. And she told me, she gave me a class. She said, when you go inside of the store, she said, you lift the shirt up so that the people could see you on the camera. And she said, when you lift it up, you look like you trying to size it to see what's what. And then you drop it down on top of the other clothes. And then boom, you pick it up. And when you pick it up, you pick up every fucking shirt that's up under that shit. And they only see one shirt on the camera. And you take it all to the dressing room. And when you take it to the dressing room, you pop those buzzers off, and then you roll those shirts up, and then you stuff them in your clothes. You stuff them. And we used to have this thing that we used to wear. And then I started wearing this back brace because I wanted to keep my pants down when I walked out of the dressing room so people could only see that I ain't got nothing in my pants. So I would roll the motherfucking shirts up, and I have them all around my waist like I got bombs wrapped around my motherfucking body. I'm dead ass serious. I have like 10 or 11 shirts wrapped around and have my shirt open a little bit, my pants. I walk out with my pants down, and I will walk out that store. I would walk out that store and I would be bagging up shit. Like I stopped, like I was literally going to school. I was going to school and I was able to get out of school early because I had got all of my points. Like I stayed on top of school, but I left school at lunchtime and then I was supposed to be able to go home, but I didn't go home. I went to work. Once I figured out how to go to Bird Irons and go get this stuff, I said, no, I need to go get some big shit. This is serious. Oh, I'm serious. I said I had to go get some big shit. I was like, that polo is nice and all of that, but I really like the nicer things that I'm looking at. Man, listen, I'll never forget, I went to Saks Fifth Avenue and I went and got me some Moschino, whatever you want to call it. That's what we called it. I had every piece of Moschino that it was. I'm talking about every piece. Every piece that came out, I was in the mall. I was wrapping it up and I was getting out of there. I was selling it. Everybody knew that if you wanted to get the flyers, clothes, anything that you needed, that you could come to me and I will have it for you. Everybody knew that if it was fashionable and it was top brand, not top name brand fashion stuff, I had it first. I had it first. I was best dressed every year at school, every year. No in-betweens, nothing. And I didn't wear the same thing twice either. I would take out all of my clothes. Listen, I would take out all of my clothes during summer school and I would throw them all away or give them away. Throw them away, give them away, pile them up, and my closet would be empty. I would go to work every day during summer school until my whole closet was full. Yeah, I ain't play that. I ain't play that. So just imagine, listen, this is a good conversation. I'm glad you asked me that question. Just imagine being on a high like that, being on a super high like that, living your life like that, to where now you're in the music industry. You're writing music with all of the best artists. You know, you got this title as music writer. You got this title as having the Billboard music writer. Billboard. I'm a Billboard music writer, not just a regular writer. A Billboard music writer with hits. Then you realize that boom, everything has fell down. Then now you trying to figure out where your bills, where your money coming from. You realizing you don't want to be going into the malls and stealing shit no more. You realize that you don't want to live that life no more, to where you got to look over your shoulder and all of this stuff that you're doing. It just didn't feel right after a while. It just started feeling like, damn. And then now you really start breaking down step by step by step by step, breaking yourself down, because now you know you're not willing to go to jail and do all of that stuff anymore. Hold on. I think we got a package. Hold on. Thank you. How you doing? How are you too? Yes, it's a package. Yeah, and I realized that I didn't want to live that life like that anymore. So everything transitioned. It transitioned to now I'm no longer the boss. Now I have to do what other people want me to do in order for me to get paid. Now my mindset is not where it needs to be because I don't understand mindset. I just came from a shoplifting lifestyle, fast lifestyle, drug lifestyle. And then it's just like you crying out to God because now you done been to jail so many times on different things, strong arm robbery. You done been to jail on a whole bunch of other stuff, carjacking, all of this other stuff. See stuff y'all don't know. And then now you like, fuck, like, is it really over for me? Like, what am I gonna do? And then you go ahead and you build yourself back up again. I was introduced to this thing, to this stuff with Stormy, and it was like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be selling no tea. How am I gonna make the kind of money that I'm used to making? My whole self-esteem is at the ground. And now I gotta come back out from being one of the biggest boosters to now saying, do you want to buy the tea? Now I gotta come from being one of the biggest writers to now saying, do you want to buy some tea? Not knowing, not looking at the bigger picture, that this was going to be the same thing that took me to 6-figure status, that's about to take me to 7-figure status, when all of that other stuff didn't. So the mindset, everything happened for a reason. Everything happened for a reason. And see, that's the thing. That's what I was telling y'all. I believe God used me as an example, as a muse, because there was a lot of friends that started out with me. Some of them dead now. Some of my friends are dead. They're gone, never returning. They used to roll with me. I'm talking about, like, it got so huge that what I was doing, it was like, at 16 years old, listen to me, and I'm not making this shit up. At 16 years old, I was chartering planes out for me and my friends. We would tell our parents we going to go do another thing. We on a fucking plane and we in New York. We in New York shopping on Fifth Ave, 16 years old. Like for real, my life was really a fucking movie. I'm not making it up. So it's like you've seen so much. I'm talking about we got rooms lined up at 16. Going to clubs, going to the big people clubs, doing big people shit. Yeah, we had the Marriott on the east side. Yeah, and we having a good time. We going out of town with no suitcases. Coming back with $50,000 worth of shit in our suitcases with the tags still on them. Yeah, it was huge. It was huge. I lived a crazy lifestyle. My life consisted, but see, here's the thing. At 16, I graduated at 17. I graduated a year early. I didn't feel the need for school, to be honest with you. I always knew it was something about that place. I knew it was something about that place. I didn't feel the need for school. I felt like I was supposed to be somewhere else. Ended up signing up for college. Went to that shit for like about 2 months. And I said, oh, this ain't gonna work for me. I can't sit in no class all day and I'm not making the kind of money that I'm used to. How am I gonna do this? How? I don't even feel right. Listening to this lady, and then here was the misconception that nobody told me. Nobody told me this. Nobody told me that once you go to college, you got to start all your classes all over again. I definitely wasn't with that shit. I thought I was going to go to college to go jump into my career. So why I got to start all over again for 2 years before I jump into what I want to learn and what I want to be there for? No, it just didn't sound right. Didn't sound right. So saying all of that to say, it was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. Most of my friends that I rode with, they got on heavy drugs. They wanted to go higher. I wasn't trying to go higher. I wasn't finna do no cocaine. I wasn't finna do no other stuff that they was doing. Only thing that I did at the time was I used to smoke marijuana crazy. Like I had to be one of the biggest weed heads, you know. And now to the point to where I hate to even smell it. I do. I really hate to smell it because I think every time I smell it, I start thinking about days when I used to smoke it, and it just bring up too many memories, and I don't even want to smell it. Like I just start thinking too much. Then taking ecstasy and wanting to party, waking up early in the morning, going to after hours, partying. I'm talking about getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning, to go to the club because the club don't close until 10 in the morning. So now I'm there from 3 all the way to 10. That was my life. That was my life. And what else? That was it. Strip clubs. I believe that if you from Miami, everybody from Miami, you know how you have people that everybody know? Everybody know everybody from the strip clubs in Miami. That is where you get your career breaker from. That is where people start to know you from going to the strip club. When you start going to the strip clubs, that's how you make your name here in Miami. I don't know how they do it anywhere else. And I used to sit in the strip clubs with Stormy while she dancing. Used to ride with her. I would leave from the skating ring and go straight to the strip club. That strip club used to have the best food ever. When we would go to Ecstasy in Broward, it was Trina, it was Stormy. They all danced at the club together, and all of us were friends. And it was like, it was a lot. We had a wild life, and I wouldn't trade it in the world. I wouldn't trade anything that happened because it was an experience of a lifetime that I'm able to share what I went through to help somebody. Take one. Wow. Take one. Rolex. Yes. Going to club Rolex. It was like way before. I'm talking about the old school Rolex. Before they start doing all of the reconstruction. You ever notice this? Tell me if y'all notice this. Have you ever noticed when a club is so good, or something is so good, they feel like they got to remodel it. And then when they remodel it, then it just gets horrible. People like little hole in the wall stuff. That's what I learned. People like little hole in the wall stuff. Yeah, look at me now. That's when I looked at that picture this morning that I posted. That's why I posted that picture. If y'all go look on my page and I posted that picture, I said swipe. Givenchy in 2020 and Versace in 2000 and what is that, 1994, ninth grade. And I was like, damn, I still had taste then and still got taste now. And I still believe that I ain't supposed to settle. Although it was illegal then, it's legal now. And I ain't settled in, and I ain't settling now. And that's the same way that you got to believe too. See, some people could take it in the wrong way. Some people could take it, oh, you think you better than everybody else. No, hell no. All of my friends that were around me, I used to speak so much life into them not knowing. Stormy told me, she was like, Reggie, you know what? You was my first coach. And for her to tell me that, I was like, what are you talking about? She's talking about, yeah, you used to tell us how to go get this stuff and to do this and to do that. And I just felt so bad because it was like, damn, I was coaching us to do this. But at the same time, I was speaking life. I was speaking to people and I was helping them to see higher than what they were, to see more than they can have than what they had. I was really that person that was like, damn, we got to really step shit up. We gotta travel. The same person that I am now, we gotta get the fuck out and we gotta go have fun. We gotta go see the world. And look how God wrapped it all back around. I ain't on drugs. I ain't smoking weed. I ain't doing nothing illegal. Now I'm just speaking to people, showing them that it's a better side of things when you really believe that you deserve it. A lot of us don't believe that we deserve the best of best. Some of us believe that it's okay if I have that. I'm fine with that. I'm not fine with shit. That's not me. I'm not fine. I'm not fine sounds like you're settling. Okay means sounds like you're settling. Stop settling. Stop settling. Go and make it happen. You can go and do anything that you put your mind to. Seriously, we got this thing inside of us like magic. Whatever we say we want, we can have. You can really have it. If you want more, do more. If you want to have more, do more. Let me drop into these questions real quick. Hold on. Thank you for that question. Please. Hold on, what's she talking about? Reggie, great morning. Can we please have 30 more minutes of your time? No, we cannot. Mr. NIG, I hope that book is coming. You need a book. The craziest thing, I don't even know where to start. I don't know where to start. I've thought about it. I am going to write a book, but I ain't going to lie. I need help because it's a lot. It's a lot of episodes. There's a lot of things that I ain't told y'all. It's a lot. It's a lot. And when I know that the book is really ready, then I'll be able to break it down. Because y'all think y'all know everything. Y'all still don't know everything. That's probably 25% of some of the stuff. Yeah, that's just some of it. Yes, please. No, Sheila, we are not doing 30 more minutes. We're not. Seriously. And I'm going to tell you why. The reason that we're not going to do 30 more minutes is because I need to find a flight. I may be going out of town today and I will be back tomorrow morning. So I need to try to figure out my flight information so I can go accommodate somebody and we turn up for a couple of minutes and then I come back. See, that's the beauty of things. You see that? You see that? That's fucking amazing. Did you just hear what I said? I said I can't do 30 more minutes because I need to look for a flight so I can go fly somewhere to turn up for a few minutes and then come back home tomorrow morning in the middle of the motherfucking pandemic. Guys, you can have anything that you want when you really believe. When you really know what you deserve, you can have it. All you got to do is say that it's yours. When you going to stop settling? Be matchless. Yes. Be matchless. Determined. Iconic. Affirmations. Matchless. Omnipotent. Numberless. Dedicated. A diamond. We are diamonds. Rochelle! We are diamonds. We are diamonds. We are diamonds.
When the sharpest words wanna cut me down.
Yes. Yes.
I'm gonna send the blood, gonna drown the mind.
Yes. Listen to this song.
I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come.
Let's go!
And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me.
Let's go! Y'all better know these questions. Y'all better be paying attention. Y'all got some questions to answer on Friday for that money. Let's go! Hey. Oh. Oh. Hey. We are glorious. That's what we become. Yes, we are diamonds. We are diamonds. We are diamonds. We are diamonds. It's hard to find us, but when you find us, it's worth it. Five. Get up. See you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. Five. Get up. Five. Get up. Get up.